From here, we can start to put in a couple more labels and formulas that we will use inside the report. So I'll start by dragging in a new label here. We'll change the font size of this to 20. The foreground color, once again, let's use our custom color. The text alignment here will be middle center, and we just want to change the size as well. And inside, we're going to call this total revenue. Now, beneath that total revenue, we will actually insert a formula that will calculate that value for us. So let's start by first adding a formula, and we'll call it total revenue, aptly. And again, I'm just going to copy and paste an expression that I have here that uses Qlik syntax into my formula box, and click on OK. All right, so let's drag that in, the total revenue formula, and line it up right underneath here. So we're going to set the foreground color here to a different color, actually, a new custom color that we will create, and pick a new custom color. And in this case, we will use 97 for red, 167 for green, and then 41 for blue. And let's set the text alignment here to middle center. And then we can also get the format string, because this is going to come through in a currency amount. So if I click on here what's called the smart tag, this little small arrow, when I've highlighted the entity that I'm working with, you can see that you can do this for anything that you add to your report. I can click that here, and inside the format string, I can configure a currency amount. So if I want to use a standard type, if I want to use a custom amount, I can configure that over here for the proper display. Okay, and then on the right-hand side, we're going to add in a couple more pieces. Again, these will be formulas, so I'll try to go through them rather quickly since this really isn't any different from how we've added the other formulas. But we want to create a formula here for revenue this year versus revenue last year. And I'll copy and paste into the formula box the formula that I will use. And we can drag that into the right-hand upper corner here in conjunction with this line. And let's also make some adjustments here to the properties of the object, of the display of the object as well. Okay, and let's also redrag this to make sure that it's now lined up with the proper dimensions. And then one final formula that we will add in here, we'll call it target revenue increase. This arbitrarily sets the target increase to 110%. Of the target, but there's no reason why you couldn't make the formula or reference a variable if you wanted to have that to be a dynamic amount. All right, and let's drag that in. All right, so we have a bunch of pieces included right now. Let's put one more fixed line in here because this will kind of be a separator between this and the next section of the tutorial. And instead of dragging another line into the template designer and having to re-edit it in terms of the size and the width and everything like that, I can simply copy the one that I have in the project right now. I can paste it, and then I can move it down accordingly where I want.